Welcome to another show. Today, we mourn the death but celebrate the life of Shelley Alexis Duvall. Coming up next. Shelley Alexis Duvall was born on July 7, 1949 and passed away on July 11, 2024. Director Robert Altman discovered Duvall. He was impressed with her upbeat presence and cast her in the black comedy Brewster McCloud.
He's only a secretary. Anyway, the whole deal made me so mad. I broke every one of his cider bottles, especially the one he dedicated to me.
You never have had a fella?
No.
Not even just to walk you to church or something like that?
No. Why, do you think I should have?
No.
Despite hesitating to become an actress, she continued to work with him, appearing in McCabe and Mrs. Miller and Thieves Like Us in the early 1970s. Shelley Duvall's career took a significant turn with her role in Altman's Nashville from 1975, a performance that earned her widespread recognition. Her leading role in Altman's drama Three Women further solidified her status, winning her the Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actress and a nomination for the British Academy Film Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role. She continued to shine with a memorable supporting role in Woody Allen's Annie Hall and a successful stint as a host on Saturday Night Live.
Say, would you check my glands for me?
What?
My neck glands. They've really been swollen all week.
Mrs. Marshall, 6464. Mrs.
Are you sure?
Marshall.
Few.
The only word for this is transplendent. It's transplendent.
I can think of another word.
Both in 1977. Her leading roles in the 1980s, such as Olive Oyl in Altman's Popeye and Wendy Torrance in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, further showcased her versatility and talent.
Oh. You mean now I can carry him just because I was worried about you?
Yes, you said fooey.
I said fooey, and I mean fooey.
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin.
I had never done more than, say, 15 takes before in my life. So it was a great change for me to do so many. But then after you do a certain number, it sort of goes dead. And then 5 more takes or so, and it revives itself. And by then you know the scene like the back of your hand, and you can make no mistakes with it. And you forget all reality other than what you're doing. My stamina has increased so much since The Shining. I mean, you really have to be strong for an entire day because the role required me to cry all day long, every day, and it was so difficult being hysterical for that length of time.
Through the 1980s, Duvall appeared in Terry Gilliam's fantasy film Time Bandits, the short comedy horror film Frankenweenie, and the comedy Roxanne. She ventured into producing television programming aimed at children and youth in the latter half of the 1980s, creating and hosting the programs Fairy Tale Theater from 1982 to 87 and Nightmare Classics from 1989.
I'd like to give you a brief glimpse at a project that I've been producing for the last 2 years called Fairy Tale Theater. Fairy Tale Theater transfers these classic stories from the printed page to the television screen. Robin Williams and the Frog Prince.
A horrid toad!
Ooh, a nasty princess. And I am not a toad, I am a frog, and fiercely proud of it.
Christopher Reeve and Bernadette Peters in Sleeping Beauty.
Such beauty could crown my enterprise. You're too beautiful.
She earned Primetime Emmy Award nominations for creating and hosting Tall Tales and Legends from 1985 to 1987, and Shelley Duvall's Bedtime Stories from 1992 to 1994. Throughout the 1990s, Duvall acted less, but still had a memorable role or two playing supporting characters in Steven Soderbergh's thriller The Underneath and Jane Campion's drama The Portrait of a Lady. After Manna from Heaven in 2002, she left acting until returning for a final time in the horror film The Forest Hills.
I guess Rico's gonna have to get me a casket. No, but he won't do that. He's broke.
In the interim, various media covered her mental health, briefly making her private life public. Her final role on television was on an episode of The Hughleys in 1999, and as we mentioned, her final film role was last year in The Forest Hills. Let's look briefly at her personal life. Duvall was born in Fort Worth, Texas, the first child of Bobby Ruth Crawford, a real estate broker, and Robert Richardson, Bobby Duvall. Now, that's not the actor Robert Duvall. A lot of people believe that she's the daughter of actor Robert Duvall, but she's not. She's not even related to the actor Robert Duvall. Her father just happens to be named Robert Bobby Duvall. He was a cattle auctioneer turned lawyer. Duvall had 3 younger brothers, Scott, Shane, and Stuart. Duvall spent her first years living in various locations throughout Texas due to her father's work before the family settled in Houston. Duvall was an artistic and energetic young child, eventually earning the nickname Manic Mouse from her mother. She also became interested in science at a young age, and as a teenager aspired to become a scientist. After graduating from Waltrip High School in 1967, Duvall sold cosmetics at Foley's and attended South Texas Junior College, where she majored in nutrition and diet therapy. And that was our show for today, a brief look at the life and career of actress Shelley Duvall. What did you think? What was your favorite Shelley Duvall role? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And while you're at it, I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell to stay informed of upcoming shows. Leave a comment in the comments section, and also in the comments section, check out my Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter franchise. Until next time, this is Kevin Given saying, live long and prosper. May the Force be with you, and keep reaching for the stars.